She wants you more when you stop trying to win her. Folks, most men are doing the exact opposite of what attraction actually responds to. You reply too fast. You adjust your schedule. You tolerate behavior you do not respect. You think effort creates desire, so you give more time, more attention, more validation. And slowly, without noticing it, she pulls away. Here is the situation most men find themselves in. You feel like you are always the one reaching out. You are the one keeping the connection alive. You are the one proving interest. And the more you do, the colder she becomes. Not because you did something wrong, but because you gave up the very things that create attraction in the first place. Smart men understand something most men never learn. Desire does not grow from chasing. It grows from refusal, from boundaries, from the quiet strength of a man who knows what he will not tolerate, what he will not sacrifice, and what he will not beg for. In this video, I am going to show you why refusing certain behaviors instantly changes how women see you. We will break down the psychology behind attraction, why boundaries feel sexual, and how saying no in the right moments creates curiosity, respect, and desire without playing games. Once you understand this, you will stop leaking power and start commanding attention naturally. Let's get into it. Number 1. Stop chasing her. Let me be direct with you, folks. The moment you start chasing a woman, you flip the entire power dynamic against yourself. Chasing does not create attraction. It signals imbalance. It tells her that your time is more available than hers, your interest is higher than hers, and your emotional state depends on her reaction. That is not masculine energy. That is emotional exposure. Here is the uncomfortable truth. The more you chase, the less valuable you appear. Not because you are not worthy, but because desire responds to scarcity, not availability. When something is always there, always responding, always adjusting, it stops feeling special. It starts feeling predictable. Think about Ryan, age 47, living in Colorado. He meets Lauren, age 42, through a dating app. At first, things feel good. Ryan replies instantly. He cancels plans to see her. He checks his phone constantly. Lauren enjoys the attention, but slowly her interest fades. Ryan becomes more invested. Lauren becomes less responsive. Nothing dramatic happens. Attraction just leaks away. Now compare that to another scenario. Chris, age 51, meets Emily, age 45, through friends. Chris enjoys her company, but he does not rearrange his life around her. He replies when it fits his schedule. He keeps his routines. He does not over-explain or over-pursue. Emily starts wondering about him. She initiates more. She feels curious, not pressured. The difference is not personality. It is direction. When you chase, you communicate need. When you do not chase, you communicate self-respect. Women feel this difference instantly, even if they cannot explain it logically. Chasing also kills polarity. Polarity requires contrast. Masculine energy moves forward with purpose. Feminine energy responds to presence. When you chase, you collapse that contrast. You start orbiting her instead of moving in your own direction. From a Stoic perspective, this is a loss of self-command. You place your emotional state in someone else's hands. Marcus Aurelius warned that if you let external things control your mind, you become their servant. Chasing is servitude disguised as effort. Here is another real example. David, age 54, from New Jersey, meets Sarah, age 49. David texts constantly. He asks for reassurance. He keeps checking if she is still interested. Sarah feels overwhelmed. Not because David is bad, but because his energy feels heavy. She feels responsible for his emotional stability. That responsibility kills desire. Women do not want to be your emotional regulator. They want to be drawn into a life that already has structure. Stopping the chase does not mean playing games. It means having standards. It means responding, not pursuing. It means letting interest flow naturally instead of forcing connection. The moment you stop chasing, two things happen. First, your nervous system calms. You stop scanning for reactions. Second, her perception shifts. She feels space, and space creates curiosity. Curiosity creates desire. This is not manipulation. This is alignment. You are not withdrawing to get her. You are withdrawing to return to yourself. If this feels familiar, leave a comment with this line: I stop chasing. Stay with me. The next part explains why refusal itself is what actually triggers attraction inside her mind. Number 2. Refusal makes her want you. Here is where most men get it backward, folks. They think attraction grows when you give more time, more access, more reassurance. In reality, attraction sharpens when you refuse certain things. Refusal creates shape. Shape creates tension. And tension is where desire wakes up. Let us be clear. Refusal is not hostility. It is not coldness. It is not playing games. Refusal is self-command in action. It tells her you have standards, rhythm, and a life that does not bend on demand. That signal lands deep because it is rare. The psychology is simple. The human mind values what is not guaranteed. When access is automatic, curiosity dies. When access is earned, attention increases. This is not manipulation. This is how desire works in every domain. Scarcity focuses attention. Availability dulls it. Stoicism understood this long ago. Epictetus said that freedom is the only worthy goal in life. A man who cannot say no is not free. When you refuse without anger or explanation, you communicate freedom. Freedom is attractive because it signals strength without threat. Refusal also resets polarity. When you stop over-accommodating, the dynamic shifts. You move from proving to selecting, from chasing to allowing. That shift changes how she feels in your presence. She senses direction instead of need. Direction feels masculine. Here is the internal mechanism. Refusal introduces uncertainty without insecurity. She wonders where you are placing your attention. She notices that your approval is not automatic, that curiosity pulls her in. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. Refusal turns the obstacle of limitation into the engine of desire. Most men fear refusal because they think it risks losing her. In truth, the greater risk is losing yourself. When you agree to everything, you teach her that your boundaries are flexible and your time is cheap. Desire does not respect cheap. Refusal must be calm to work. Emotional refusal feels defensive. Calm refusal feels confident. You do not justify. You do not debate. You simply choose. Seneca warned that he who explains himself too much weakens his position. Silence after refusal carries weight. Another layer is self-validation. When you refuse, you validate yourself first. You stop outsourcing your worth to her reaction. That internal validation is felt. Women track this instinctively. They respond to men who do not need reassurance because reassurance removes tension. Refusal also protects attraction from burnout. Overgiving floods the nervous system. Refusal creates breathing room. Breathing room allows anticipation. Anticipation fuels desire. This rhythm keeps attraction alive without pressure. Important distinction. Refusal is selective. You still show warmth. You still engage. You simply do not abandon your standards. This balance is what makes refusal feel sexual rather than rigid, firm, and relaxed at the same time. Stoicism calls this temperance, power with restraint. When restraint guides behavior, desire grows naturally. When indulgence guides behavior, desire fades. If this resonates, leave a comment with this line: I choose standards. Stay with me. Up next, we break down why begging for attention kills desire and how to stop doing it without becoming distant. Number 3. Never beg for sex. Let us talk about one of the fastest ways men destroy attraction without realizing it, folks. Begging for sex. Not always with words, but with behavior, with constant hints, with pressure, with seeking reassurance, with acting like physical intimacy is something she is supposed to give you to keep you calm. Here is the truth. The moment sex becomes something you ask for, negotiate for, or emotionally wait for, it loses its power. Desire cannot exist where entitlement lives. Attraction needs freedom. Begging replaces freedom with expectation. Most men think showing desire is masculine. It is not. Showing self-control is masculine. Desire that is grounded feels strong. Desire that is needy feels weak. Women feel this difference instantly, even if they cannot explain it logically. Think about Eric, age 49, living in California. He is dating Michelle, age 44. At first, things are natural. Then Eric starts making comments every time they meet. He asks if she still finds him attractive. He tries to escalate physically every time. Michelle feels pressured, not unsafe, but heavy. What Eric thinks is flirting, Michelle experiences as emotional demand. Now, compare that to Tom, age 53, from Washington. Tom enjoys spending time with Rachel, age 46. He flirts lightly, but he does not push. He does not seek reassurance. He lets moments happen instead of forcing them. Rachel feels relaxed around him. She feels desired without being demanded, and that feeling makes her want him more. The difference is not confidence, it is control. Begging for sex also kills polarity. Polarity is the tension between presence and restraint. When you remove restraint, tension collapses, and without tension, desire fades. This is why men who overexpress desire often feel rejected even though they are being honest. From a Stoic perspective, this is a loss of self-command. Marcus Aurelius warned that if you cannot control your impulses, you become ruled by them. When your mood depends on physical validation, you are no longer leading, you are reacting. Another hard truth. When you beg, you turn sex into currency. You start performing for it. You start compromising for it. You start tolerating behavior you do not respect for it. That is not intimacy. That is transaction. Women do not want to feel like they are managing your desire. They want to feel chosen, not pressured. They want to step into intimacy, not be pulled into it. Look at James, age 45, from Texas. He complains that women lose interest after a few dates. In reality, James talks about sex constantly. He escalates too fast. He treats every interaction like a test. Women feel evaluated instead of desired. They disengage. Now look at Daniel, age 51, from New York. Daniel does not rush. He enjoys conversation. He is comfortable with silence. He does not chase physical validation. Women feel seen, not consumed. That safety allows desire to surface naturally. Here is the deeper psychological layer. Begging signals that you need sex to regulate your emotional state. That creates pressure. Pressure blocks arousal. Arousal requires relaxation, curiosity, and choice. Stoicism teaches mastery of desire, not suppression of it. You still want. You simply do not let wanting control your behavior. That discipline makes desire attractive instead of draining. Never beg for sex. Create a presence where sex feels like a natural expression of connection, not a reward for effort. If this resonates, leave a comment with this line: I control my desire. Stay with me. Next, we break down why controlling your time is one of the most powerful sexual signals you can send. Number 4. Control your time. This is where attraction quietly separates strong men from average ones, folks. Time control is not about being busy. It is about being sovereign. When you control your time, you control your value. And women feel that immediately, long before words or intentions enter the picture. Let us speak plainly. A man who gives his time away too easily sends one message: I have nothing more important than you. That message feels flattering at first, but it quickly kills desire. Desire does not grow in unlimited access. It grows in structure, rhythm, and boundaries. Here is the Stoic truth. Time is the one resource you never get back. Marcus Aurelius reminded us to stop wasting time arguing what a good man should be, and simply be one. A man who respects himself protects his time without apology. He does not explain. He does not negotiate. He decides. When you control your time, you stop reacting. You do not jump when your phone buzzes. You do not rearrange your schedule to prove interest. You respond when it aligns with your life. That calm selectivity creates gravity. Gravity pulls. Chasing repels. Most men confuse availability with kindness. They think being flexible makes them desirable. It does not. It makes them predictable. Predictability removes tension, and without tension, attraction goes flat. From a psychological angle, time boundaries signal hierarchy. When your life has structure, you communicate that you are already invested in something meaningful. That creates curiosity. She wonders what occupies you. She senses that being part of your life is an addition, not a rescue. Stoicism calls this discipline. Seneca wrote that it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Giving time away to seek approval is waste. Using time to build purpose is power. Here is another key point. Controlling your time also stabilizes your nervous system. When you stop waiting and start leading, your schedule anxiety drops. Calm returns. Calm, masculine energy is deeply attractive because it feels safe and grounded. This is not about ignoring women. It is about not abandoning yourself. You still show interest. You still engage, but you do it on your terms. That balance is what makes time control feel confident, not cold. Many men fear that if they do not give time freely, they will lose the woman. In reality, the opposite happens. When you value your time, you teach others how to treat you. Value invites respect. Respect fuels desire. From a Stoic perspective, external validation is unstable. Internal order is not. When your day has rhythm, your presence sharpens. You walk differently. You speak slower. You listen better. These are subtle cues women respond to instinctively. This is why controlling your time is not a tactic. It is a lifestyle choice. You are saying, my life moves forward with or without approval. That message is powerful. If you want deeper guidance on building this level of structure, discipline, and masculine focus, consider joining the channel membership. Members get deeper frameworks, clear routines, and focused teachings designed for men who want mastery, not motivation. If this part resonated with you, leave a comment with this line: I value my time. Stay with me, folks. Do not go anywhere. What comes next explains why refusing disrespect is one of the most sexually powerful boundaries a man can hold. Number 5. Do not tolerate disrespect. This is where many men quietly lose attraction without realizing it, folks. Disrespect does not always show up loud. Sometimes it looks like teasing that cuts a little too deep. Sometimes it is flakiness. Sometimes it is last-minute cancellations with no effort to reschedule. When you tolerate these things, you are teaching her how to treat you. And once that lesson is learned, desire fades fast. Let us be very clear. Disrespect is not a test you pass by enduring it. It is a boundary you enforce by addressing it or walking away. Attraction grows where respect exists. Without respect, sexual tension collapses into irritation or indifference. Think about Paul, age 50, from North Carolina. He started dating Lisa, age 46. Lisa often showed up late and made jokes about Paul being too serious. Paul laughed it off, thinking he was being easygoing. Inside, he felt uneasy. Over time, Lisa's tone became sharper. Paul felt smaller around her. Attraction died because Paul stopped respecting himself first. Now compare that to Michael, age 53, from Arizona. Michael dated Jenna, age 48. Early on, Jenna made a dismissive comment about his schedule. Michael calmly said, "He values his time and expects respect. No anger, no lecture, just clarity." Jenna adjusted immediately. Why? Because calm boundaries signal strength. Strength keeps desire alive. Disrespect triggers a powerful reaction in women, even subconsciously. When a man tolerates it, he signals low self-worth. When a man addresses it calmly or disengages, he signals confidence. Confidence feels safe. Safety allows attraction to grow. Stoicism speaks directly to this. Epictetus taught that no man is free who is not master of himself. If you allow disrespect to continue because you fear losing her, you are not acting from freedom. You are acting from fear. Fear is not attractive. Many men confuse being nice with being weak. Niceness without boundaries is weakness. Real kindness includes self-respect. When you hold boundaries, you are not punishing her, you are protecting yourself. Here is another example. Brian, age 47, from Illinois, was dating Karen, age 43. Karen frequently ignored his messages, but expected instant replies from him. Brian noticed the imbalance and addressed it directly. He said he expects mutual effort. Karen either respected it or removed herself. Either outcome protected Brian's dignity. That dignity is magnetic. Disrespect also kills polarity. Polarity requires tension and admiration. When you accept behavior that undermines you, admiration disappears. Without admiration, desire has nowhere to live. This does not mean you overreact to every small thing. Stoic strength is measured. You observe patterns, not isolated moments. But when a pattern of disrespect appears, you respond once with clarity. If it continues, you withdraw attention. No drama, no explanations. Sexual attraction thrives on boundaries. A man who will walk away from disrespect communicates abundance. He does not cling. He does not plead. He chooses himself. If this hits home, leave a comment with this line: "I respect myself." Stay with me, folks. Let us keep going. The next part breaks down why seeking validation destroys desire and how to stop doing it without becoming cold or distant. Number 6. Stop seeking validation. This is one of the most silent attraction killers, folks, because it hides behind good intentions. Seeking validation does not look desperate on the surface. It looks like checking in too often. It looks like asking if she is okay. It looks like needing reassurance that you are still wanted. But underneath all of that is one message: I need your reaction to feel solid. Here is the truth. The moment you look to a woman to confirm your worth, attraction begins to drain. Desire cannot grow where approval is required. Approval makes her the judge and you the applicant. That imbalance removes polarity fast. Most men do not realize how often they do this. They ask if everything is fine. They read tone into short replies. They explain themselves too much. They adjust behavior to avoid disapproval. None of this feels masculine. It feels uncertain, and uncertainty without direction feels weak. Stoicism addresses this directly. Epictetus said, "If you want to be invincible, make sure you depend on nothing that is outside your control." Validation from a woman is outside your control. When your emotional stability depends on it, you surrender inner authority. Here is why validation seeking repels desire on a psychological level. When you seek reassurance, you place emotional responsibility on her. She feels like she has to manage your mood. That pressure blocks attraction. Desire requires freedom. Pressure kills it. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that a man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. When your ambition is approval, your value shrinks. When your ambition is purpose, your presence expands. Another important layer is tone. Validation seeking changes how you speak. Your voice rises slightly. Your pace speeds up. Your body leans forward. These micro-signals are read instinctively. Women are highly sensitive to them. They do not analyze them. They feel them. Self-validated men move differently. They speak slower. They listen without fishing. They do not rush to fix emotional gaps. That grounded energy creates safety. Safety creates space. Space allows attraction to breathe. Seneca warned that he who depends on the opinions of others will never be at peace. Validation seeking is the opposite of peace. It keeps your nervous system on alert, waiting for feedback. That constant waiting is exhausting for both sides. Stopping validation seeking does not mean becoming cold or indifferent. It means anchoring your sense of worth internally. You still care. You still engage. But you no longer need her reaction to feel okay. This shift is subtle but powerful. When you stop seeking reassurance, conversations feel lighter. There is less tension, less emotional weight. That lightness is attractive because it signals confidence without arrogance. Another key point, validation seeking often shows up after intimacy. Men look for confirmation that the moment meant something, but meaning does not need to be confirmed. When you ask for it, you weaken it. Stoicism teaches restraint, not suppression. Restraint means you feel the desire to seek reassurance, but you choose not to act on it. That choice builds self-respect, and self-respect is the foundation of attraction. When validation stops, leadership begins. You stop adjusting yourself to be liked. You start standing in who you are. That solidity is felt immediately. If this landed for you, leave a comment with this line: I validate myself. Stay right here. This is where the real shift begins. The next part explains why boundaries create desire and how scarcity turns attraction into something primal. Number 7. Desire needs boundaries. Here is a truth most men learn too late, folks. Desire does not grow in freedom alone. It grows inside limits. When everything is allowed, attraction fades. When something is withheld, with calm confidence, desire sharpens. Boundaries are not walls. They are edges. And edges are where tension lives. Most men think boundaries push women away. In reality, boundaries give desire a place to land. Without them, attraction spills everywhere and loses shape. When a man has no boundaries, he becomes emotionally available in every direction. That availability feels safe, but it does not feel exciting. Let us talk real life. Think about Kevin, age 49, from Arizona. Kevin dates Michelle, age 45. Kevin is open, flexible, always agreeable. He changes plans easily. He tolerates last-minute cancellations. He keeps giving even when effort is not returned. Michelle feels comfortable, but the spark fades. She does not feel pulled. She feels settled. Now compare that with Aaron, age 52, from Georgia. Aaron dates Nicole, age 47. Aaron is warm, but he has limits. When plans are cancelled without respect, he calmly steps back. When communication drops, he does not chase. He stays consistent with his standards. Nicole feels something different. She feels tension. She feels curiosity. She feels desire. The difference is boundaries. Boundaries signal self-respect. Self-respect creates polarity. Polarity creates attraction. When a man knows what he will not accept, he communicates value without saying a word. Women read that instantly. Here is where many men get confused. Boundaries are not ultimatums. They are not emotional reactions. They are quiet decisions. You do not announce them, you live them. That calm enforcement is what makes boundaries feel masculine instead of controlling. Look at another example. Brian, age 55, from Minnesota, meets Laura, age 48. Laura often tests boundaries with teasing and subtle disrespect. Brian addresses it once calmly. When it continues, he reduces access. No drama, no lectures. Laura notices the shift. She either adjusts or leaves. Either outcome protects Brian's dignity. Dignity fuels attraction. Desire needs boundaries because boundaries create contrast. They say this man is open but not to everything. He chooses, he filters. That selectivity feels rare. Rare feels valuable. Valuable feels desirable. From a psychological standpoint, boundaries introduce uncertainty without insecurity. She knows where you stand, but she cannot take you for granted. That balance keeps the nervous system engaged. Engagement is where attraction lives. Men without boundaries over-explain. They tolerate, they absorb. Over time, they feel drained. Men with boundaries feel grounded. That grounding changes posture, tone, and presence. Presence is felt before words are heard. Here is the deeper layer. Boundaries protect your energy. When energy is protected, desire stays clean. When energy leaks, desire turns into need. Need repels. Clean desire attracts. Stoic thinking aligns perfectly here. You control what you allow into your life. You do not argue with behavior that does not meet your standards. You simply adjust access. That is strength without hostility. If this connects for you, leave a comment with this line: I hold my boundaries. Hang on for a moment. What comes next reveals why scarcity is not a trick, but a biological trigger that turns attraction primal. Number 8. Scarcity turns her on. Here is a principle most men misunderstand, folks. Scarcity is not a trick. It is a biological trigger. The human nervous system is wired to value what is limited, not what is unlimited. When access is constant, interest fades. When access is selective, desire intensifies. Let us be honest. When someone is always available, always responsive, always eager, the mind relaxes. Relaxation feels safe, but it does not feel exciting. Desire needs friction. It needs space. It needs something that cannot be taken for granted. Scarcity works because it activates attention. When something is not guaranteed, the brain focuses. Focus creates anticipation. Anticipation creates dopamine. Dopamine fuels desire. This is not manipulation. This is basic psychology. Stoicism aligns perfectly with this idea. Epictetus said that freedom comes from wanting nothing that is outside your control. A man who is not chasing approval naturally becomes scarce. His attention is not easily accessed. His time is not endlessly available. His energy is not leaking outward. This internal freedom creates external attraction. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the mind adapts and converts obstacles into opportunities. Scarcity is an obstacle to access, and the mind converts that obstacle into interest. The more selective your presence, the more meaningful it feels when you offer it. Most men think scarcity means ignoring women. It does not. It means you have priorities. It means you do not drop everything. It means your life is full before anyone enters it. That fullness creates gravity. Here is the important distinction. Artificial scarcity feels cold. Natural scarcity feels grounded. Artificial scarcity is pretending to be busy. Natural scarcity is being busy. Artificial scarcity is silence for effect. Natural scarcity is silence because you are engaged elsewhere. Women feel the difference immediately. Scarcity also restores polarity. When you are not always available, you are not orbiting her. You are moving in your own direction. That movement creates contrast. Contrast creates tension. Tension creates attraction. Seneca wrote that it is not the man who has little who is poor, but the man who desires more. A man who desires less validation becomes scarce by default. He does not seek reassurance. He does not seek constant connection. He seeks alignment with himself. That alignment is magnetic. Another layer is emotional weight. When your presence is rare, it carries more meaning. When you speak less, your words land